Hi there, I am Tasha, and my presentation explores key themes in social psychology, including the importance of empirical measurement and falsifiability, the ethical role of deception in research, historical influences shaping the field, and contemporary theories of leadership. We will cover four major topics: the role of empirical measurement and falsifiability in social psychology, ethical considerations surrounding deception in research, the historical impact of German researchers on the field, and leadership theories and practices in social psychology. Measurable concepts allow social psychologists to operationalize abstract ideas, making it possible to collect data systematically and evaluate hypotheses effectively. Falsifiability ensures that hypotheses can be tested and potentially disproven, which is essential for scientific progress and distinguishing valid theories from untestable claims. The reason I found the above so interesting is that statistics provide the tool for analyzing data from social psychology experiments, allowing researchers to draw meaningful inferences about social behavior to validate their findings. Deception can prevent participants from altering their behavior, thereby allowing researchers to observe natural responses and gain authentic insights into social processes. While I understand the logistics, I personally do not agree with the ethics. The use of deception raises ethical concerns about participant consent and potential harm, prompting strict guidelines and continual debate within the research community. Reflecting on deception involves balancing the scientific benefits against ethical costs, with opinions varying on when and how deception should be permitted in studies. Many German psychologists also immigrated to the United States during World War II, bringing their expertise and methodologies to enrich American social psychology. This was an intriguing fact which I was already privy to. I just found it interesting that the textbook included it. There were researchers that came from Germany that introduced innovative theories and experimental techniques that broadened the scope and depth of social psychology research. One aspect of chapter 1 that I chose to further my knowledge of is leadership in social psychology. More specifically, how leaders are generated. I am curious as to whether it is inherited, situational, learned, or what have you. To help me with this undertaking, I have found an article from earlier this year, 2025, written by Sebastian Dymax. Firstly, his article really built on the foundation of data and hypotheses, and that continued research is necessary, as some of his sources dated back to 1997. That's 2 years after I was born. Secondly, his findings say that situations will be what help a leader. He defines experiential leadership activation as rooted in actual leader experiences, also claiming that scholarly programs that use a cohort system are using the best among the best forms of learning. So, to wrap things up, we've seen how social psychology really depends on solid, measurable research and the idea that our theories need to be testable. We talked about how ethics, especially around deception, are always front and center, and how researchers work hard to balance scientific progress with the protection of participants. It was also interesting to look back at how German psychologists shaped the field after World War II, bringing fresh ideas and new methods. And finally, leadership isn't just about something you're born with. It can be learned, shaped by experiences, and developed through working with others. Thank you for joining me on this journey through some of the big ideas in social psychology. Before we finish, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which concept from today's discussion do you think has the biggest impact on how we understand people and groups? Or from this week's discussion. Thank you.